Good morning, everyone, and welcome to AM Buffalo on this Wednesday morning. I'm your host, Courtney Corbetta, and we have a lot in store for you today. But first, we're going to turn our attention to something a lot of people just don't take seriously, and that's getting your annual flu shot. Univera Healthcare's Dr. Richard Vienne is back with us this morning. Dr. Vienne, it's so good to see you.
It's so great to be here, Courtney. Thanks for having us on.
And you're here today to talk about something that a lot of people don't like going and getting, and that's your flu shot. It's amazing that 1 in 3 adults don't get this done. It's so simple to do.
It's crazy, and it's so vitally important because those 2/3 put people at risk. It puts our community at risk. It puts each of us at risk. So everybody should get the flu shot. Let's get that 1 out of 3 be 3 of 3.
And there are so many places to go, your
Correct.
local pharmacy, your physician, and for the most part, this is covered.
It's covered in full. It's so important to check with your physician, make sure, you have the right circumstances to get the flu shot, but the pharmacy, as you just mentioned, there's signs out there in front of Walgreens and Wegmans and Tops and other pharmacies. The flu shots are all out there.
Here's a question for you. Is it ever too early or late to get your flu shot throughout the season?
It's never too early or never too late.
Okay.
So the best thing to do is really get the shot early on, because it takes about 2 weeks for the immunity to kick in. And unfortunately, people think that the flu shot gives them the flu. The problem is, if they were exposed to the flu within that 2-week time frame, they might get a little bit milder form of the flu, but the shot itself did not give them the flu.
So the best time is now to get your flu shot. From what I remember, last year was pretty bad.
It was a horrible year. And people sometimes will kind of label the flu, I have a little bit of flu, or I have little symptoms of the flu. If you have the flu, it hits you like a Mack truck. It's really intense. And there were about 80,000 deaths last year from the flu. So this is a serious thing.
And it all goes back to the fact that many people just don't take that seriously, and I wonder why that is.
There's concern, again, the shot may give me the flu. Oh, I don't have time for it, or I don't need it every single year. Those are all, myths, and it's so important because the flu changes every single year, and it has a different variety. So it's very important that we get the immunization to protect us against that.
Especially if you're working with young children or the elderly. This could be just for work or an everyday life. Would you say that it's kind of a social obligation to go and get your shots?
I totally think it is. It's so important. Again, I don't want to be that person that gives the flu to somebody else. And to your point about the young, the elderly, the people who have compromised immune systems, they're at huge risk. Those are the ones that could potentially die from this. So it's so important for all of us to care, because I don't want to be the person that gives the flu. And
before we wrap up, where should we go to get our flu shots? There's many places.
Yeah, doctor's offices, pharmacies, Department of Health sometimes arranges flu clinics, senior centers will have flu clinics. So these are all places that you can get the flu shot.
Dr. Richard Vienne, thank you so much again for joining us this morning. Now, to learn more about how to keep healthy this flu season, visit Your Health Matters at WKBW.com and keep healthy.